The second GOP debate is quickly approaching, and excitement is now building fast, but not just for the voters. Carly Fiorina's campaign has to be happy over the news that CNN will adjust its criteria for the debate, which could mean that the former Hewlett-Packard CEO will make it onto the main stage. She joins us now. 2016 Republican presidential candidate Carly Fiorina. I got to give you a lot of credit. There was a huge social media outburst, if you will, about you getting on that stage, especially after your performance in the debate. And I said so myself. Ben Carson stood up for you. Donald Trump stood up for you. I got to believe you're pretty happy with that.
Well, I am, and I'm grateful for all of that support, yours, Donald Trump's, Ben Carson's, and most especially the thousands and thousands of grassroots activists across the country. I'm the only candidate that in that time has clearly moved into the top 10 from the lower tier. I'm now in the top 5 in every single statewide poll, number 4 in the latest national poll. There's no question that I'm among front runners, and so I think CNN did the right thing here, and I'm obviously enormously gratified by that.
The general consensus was that you won that first debate here on the Fox News channel, so congratulations to you and all due credit. You were on my friend Laura Ingraham's show earlier today, and she asked you a question about people claiming that you're just in this to run for vice president. You took great offense at that.
Well, you know, it would be different, Sean, if all of the other candidates were asked that same question with the same regularity, but they're not. I'm the person who's asked that question over and over again, and so one can only conclude that I'm getting asked that question because I'm a woman, which is disappointing, because I don't sense that with voters at all. What I sense is voters looking for the most qualified candidate, man or woman, to become the next president of the United States, and I think I am that candidate.
You don't believe it, but I will tell you, I was impressed by the social media support that you had to get you into that debate. It really frustrates me as a conservative, you know, this false narrative that is advanced by Democrats every election season, that Republicans, conservatives are racist, that they're sexist, the war on women. I don't see any of that, and that frustrates me. What is your response, knowing that that's going to be the predictable attack, especially in the main event in 2016?
Well, you know, it's interesting because on your friend Laura's show this morning, I said it was the media who was asking those questions all the time. It's not the voters. It's not the grassroots activists. It's not the real conservatives. They don't ever ask me if I'm running to be vice president. What they ask me is, what are you going to do as president? What are you going to do about the Iran deal? What are you going to do about Obamacare? What are you going to do about an economy that's stuck in neutral? What are you going to do about crony capitalism? What are you going to do about an out-of-control government? Those are the questions they should be asking.
Yeah. Is there a fear, but knowing the playbook of the Democrats, do you think, I think you have been, of all the candidates, probably the most outspoken in criticizing Hillary. Do you think there might be some fear that they will be called sexist if some men that are running make a legitimate attack against Hillary? Oh, here it is, the war on women, and maybe they playing it safe, trying to avoid that narrative that we know Democrats love to advance.
Well, I sure hope not, because if a candidate can't take on the Democrat frontrunner, then that candidate can't win an election. So I don't know what their problem is, but I agree with you. I have been the candidate most outspoken about Hillary Clinton, as well as the Democrat Party. You know, Sean, the Democrat Party, as it now looks, the policies they're pushing forward are undermining the character of this nation. They're undermining the foundation of this nation. They're undermining the security of this nation. We have to take them on. So I'm going to keep taking her on as long as she's their front runner, and I'm going to keep taking on their policies, which are undermining this nation.
Listen, I worry every day that we're losing the country, that 93 million Americans that are out of the labor force, 50 million in poverty, 46 million on food stamps, record debt and deficits and unfunded liabilities. It's insane. And then you've got a foreign policy where America's not leading, which I think is putting the entire world in jeopardy. Last question. You watched this Hillary Clinton server scandal. What are your thoughts about it? You know a lot about computers, obviously, working for Hewlett-Packard as the CEO. Do you believe that this was a conscious cover-up?
Of course. Of course. There's no doubt. I mean, there are a couple things that are not in doubt. And by the way, you are absolutely right, Sean, in your previous comments. We're at a pivotal point in this nation. It's why I'm running for the presidency. But there's no doubt that she purposefully put a server in her basement in order to shield her communications. There's no doubt that there has been a cover-up. There's no doubt that she has been exchanging classified information over her personal device. There is no doubt that there's stuff in those thousands, tens of thousands of deleted emails that she didn't want us to see. There is no doubt. She was the Secretary of State.
All right. Well, there's no doubt about all that. All right. Congratulations to you. Thank you so much for being back with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Sean.